Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this is probably not good. What is up, the world of the living? My name is Lyarrah and welcome back to Truly Bedrock. What are you looking at me for? To get flipping firefighters or something? And yes, hello Lyarrah. Well, yeah guys. The revive is mildly on fire at the moment, and I'm really happy that the fire spread is off, so, bear with me here. This is not even the first time this happened, if you mind. The original ships that we arrived to this season on were also smashed by a giant moon rock that came from space. So I am assuming that this is just a regular occurrence on this particular server of some sort, for one reason or another. Okay, is everybody alright around here? Mender, Vendor, Mason, Jason, Patient, Ernie, Bernie, Chris, Maurice, Harry, Larry, Vingus and Dingus, Alexander the Great, and Ben the Fisherman, who honestly has drowned way before this asteroid hit. Everyone seems to be in place, except for Ben. So even though no one really suffered from the giant rock hitting them, I really don't feel like no harm, no foul applies here. This is the second moon rock falling from the sky, and honestly, this just kinda highlights to me that this world we landed on is not really the best area. We should either leave, which I don't think is possible, considering that everybody already settled in, or start taking some sort of a precaution. Because if at any point, for no apparent reason, a piece of moon can just land and crush somebody's base, that is a problem. And that's something that we have to do something about. So my first instinct in this situation was to just grab my Elytra and basically just fly up there and check out what's going on. Because frankly, we know nothing about the Minecraft moon. We don't know if it rotates around the Minecraft Earth. We know not whether we rotate around it. We don't know whether it's like different size from the sun. All we really know right now that it's kind of in trouble. And frankly, going up there and taking a look was absolutely an option, until I realized that the current rate of a firework rocket is 3 diamonds per stack. Yeah, no, Silent, wait, no, this is not Silent, this is Slack and Foxy's shop. And guys, I know that gunpowder is kind of more expensive on the Bedrock edition of the game, but this is freaking highway robbery. My next idea was to move all construction under the ground, where the moon obviously can't get us. But then I realized that first of all, moon chunks obviously can break blocks. And then I had an even better idea. If we're gonna dig tunnels and live underground, then why not go even deeper? How deep, I hear you ask? As deep as it basically goes. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you Project Hide Under Bedrock. Yeah, it's not looking nice, not yet. It's actually quite a bit of a mess, but if you actually look into right here, for example, oh yeah, this here is a result of an entire live stream we did on the Truly Bedrock live stream day, which is something we were planning on doing monthly, basically like one weekend at a month. And yeah, it's actually pretty flippin' nice. Now, Truly Bedrock, as it was, needed a nether hub regardless. And originally we just had a bunch of tunnels dug in the nether rock at the 108 level of the height. But then I realized that in these tunnels it was way too easy to get yourself lost anyway. So I decided, okay, why not dig out a giant area, like giant empty area which you could easily orient yourself in. Which I did. And then I realized that that's even worse. So here we arrived at the system of bunkers that I decided to develop specifically for this occasion. These bunkers will be interconnected with a network of tunnels, and each bunker will lead to somebody else's base or serve as some sort of a supply drop. We'll have a supply area for all the blocks you cannot get in the nether whatsoever. We'll have a supply area for all the animals hidden away in case we ever, like, the moon starts falling and we need to evacuate. and we will have basically supply areas for all the farms that we can create here in the Nether, replicating the farms of the overground. This sets me up for a large, absolutely enormous project, but still though, it's a very necessary one, because if the moon can fall at basically every moment, we need ourselves some sort of a base underground here in the Nether, allowing us to survive in the Nether for a bit, for at least a little bit. Basically to outlast the moon apocalypse, which obviously is coming. I mean, come on guys, it happened twice now, it's gonna happen again. As of right now, we are in phase 1, which means that at 0-0, I created this original hub, the originator of the network. This here is a 0-0, and it says no loitering, and if you don't mind, I will not loiter for a second. It goes into 4 general directions, south, north, east, west, and the tunnels are of course color-coded for your convenience. Later into the season I plan to actually make a giant scheme of the tunnels for people to easily orient themselves in, but right now I'm yet to figure out which portals will connect to which actually really worked out for the shopping portal. It ended up right here in the blue, well, light blue tunnel, which is really nice. Also, by the way, the tunnels are very spacious. You can fly with an elytra if you have fireworks, which I do not have, and they are spawn-proof. You will not see a single pigman as soon as I place down some rails in the middle, which, yes, I plan on making them even rail accessible. How cool is flipping that, right? Yeah, right now I'm still figuring out how to make the main tunnels, considering that I chose a very finicky base material, which is concrete, and concrete is incredibly slow and hard to get, even though it is a starter material, mind you. In this amount, it's kind of frustrating. Mind you, these tunnels are 128 blocks in length, alright? And that's just the base length at the moment. I will be continuing them after we get deeper into the season. And each of them have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 lines of concrete, so that's 12 by 128 by 4. Thankfully, out of original 4, there's only 1 tunnel left to do, and even then, not much of it is left to do. This would be much easier by grabbing 128 by 1, 2, 3, 4. Concrete would be incredibly easy compared to the rest of the task, compared to how much I've already done. If that is, of course, I wasn't ready to barf at the mere sight of concrete powder. I will need some help with this project. As I, by the way, already got this wool right here. Yeah, that was provided by the server members, and thank you to them for helping me out here.
I'm in the middle of setting up the concrete shop, but I don't mind going ahead and installing you some before it's actually open.
And would you like some Diamond Silk Touch 1 Unbreaking 3 Efficiency 4 Mending 1 shovel for it?
Yeah, no, that definitely sounds like a plan, because it'll make it easier to get more.
I know, right? So, do you just have purple one, or do you have white one too? Because I will still need a bunch of white one to
I can
fill in the blanks.
I've got white back in my place too. I can go ahead and get you that as well.
Okay. So just for the clarity, okay, we can do for the clarity because there isn't a spare chest in here. So I'm just gonna throw you the shovel.
Yeah, 3 more, and I'll bring back the white later.
Okay. And you know what? I'm just gonna give you a Fortune 3 Unbreaking 3 Efficiency 5 shovel if you go right now and convert all of it into actual concrete.
Considering the bad luck I've been having getting a decent pickaxe, yeah, that sounds like a deal.
Yeah, here we go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and another 4 that I just had in my inventory already. Because
was this yours by any chance?
Oh yeah, I dropped it on my way from an experience farm because I was kind of already sick of making all of the concrete myself. so we got basically the entire intersection done. Yeah, no matter where you look, the tunnels are complete. They just need the rails installed to prevent pigment from spawning. And yeah, overall this place actually is spawn-proof, or supposed to be spawn-proof. I have no idea where these guys come from. I'm pretty sure they came from the tunnels themselves. But even then, in the tunnels themselves, there's only like these areas available for spawnage. Everything in here is carpeted, and yeah, monsters should not be able to spawn on carpets, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, this is not on me, it's just, they live here, it's their place, it's their dimension. Over the time, these guys are gonna despawn or get killed, and we won't have pigment around here whatsoever, at least for a little while. Now, couple of design choices here that I decided to go for. I felt like these stripes and this type of texture, this very sterile look, really reminds you that this is in fact a bunker. This is not just a network of tunnels dug up randomly in the netherrack. And the roof too will be swapped for something very clean and sterile and grayish. But I don't really have the materials for it right about now, because the material that I wanted to use here is river clay, you know, the unsmelted variant. And sorry, but that's not a material I feel like gathering a lot of right now. Even though I do live in a swamp where there's a lot of that. So, what do I feel like working right now on them? Well, the tunnels are great. You can fly through them. They look pretty vibrant, which is not how nether builds usually go. And this particular one, the purple one, looks incredibly good. Just thanks to the, you know, not the glow, but the fog. The color of the fog. The color of the fog actually makes every single tunnel except the blue one look really good, because the orange one goes well with the red fog, the red one obviously goes well with the red fog, and the purple one I feel looks the best. But another reason why I feel the purple one is the best is not just because it matches with the nether portal frame, but also because it is the one leading to the current community area, and that is right now my favorite place in the entire server. So that's which portal I want to connect first. Now, I had several ideas as to how exactly to connect, what will be the theme of the connection this time. As I said, every single connective branch will have to have its own theme of some sort. And this one, it kinda is the community, the more rustic aesthetic. So at first I was thinking, alright, yeah, wheat farms, crop farms, that kind of stuff, right? No. No. I had an even better idea, in my personal opinion. This is the community area and the place where everybody is gonna be living. The area surrounding it will be our, you know, kind of fittingly rustic aesthetic. Still lots of wood, lots of planks, lots of that kind of stuff. But instead, this will be the archive, the library of the Nether Hub. The place where we will store all the knowledge, all the, you know, important documents, all the, you know, footage, all the archiving, all the history books, all that kind of stuff. Especially now that we got lecterns. This will be incredibly simple and incredibly cool. But, at the same time, this is also a perfect place for us to put something really special from the previous season. Something we will definitely want to save from our upcoming Moonpocalypse. Something called the Comment Library. And if you guys are not excited for it, I honestly don't know what to do with you. This is like the best idea I ever had on the Truly Bedrock. But then I realized that, yeah, a library of comments means 15 members need each, not just a written book, but a lectern to display that on. And even that is 15 bookshelves already. And then I'll need some bookshelves to actually serve as bookshelves, you know, be decorative. And then I probably will need an enchantment table to go with the bookshelves. And then there's like, yeah, there's a bunch. It's a rabbit hole. It's another rabbit hole when I least expected it. Like, look at this. I was crafting for quite a while now, and I only had 14 bookshelves. I simply don't have the infrastructure to easily come up with bookshelves. Even when Silent Whisperer just gave me a stack of leather that I should have been using on having, you know, on actual... Oh, look, another should get. On actual books for the money that I'm wasting right now. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a bit of a hiccup. And you know what? Right now, I'm just sitting here wondering if the Stronghold under the community area may have even more bookshelves for me, because Stronghold sometimes have bookshelves in the libraries of it. I mean, no one really robbed that place, no one really emptied it out. It probably still has a lot in there. Okay, dropping this off at the nearest ender chest in Lyarrah's basement, because of course. And then we're going on a bit of an adventure. Okay, yeah, everything else should be probably dropped off at the ender chest too. Okay, this might be really cool, this might be really dull. I honestly have no idea whether or not we stole everything there is to steal from this silly place. Hi cow, what are you doing in here? Oh yeah, this is the cow I delivered for guys when they were fighting a wither in there. Good times, good times. I wanted them to have milk so they can milk away the wither effect. Okie dokie. Thinking about it. I love that there even is a stronghold under our little community village, because that means that essentially one could modify these tunnels to be a catacombs underneath the village, like a secret network of tunnels leading to places, I guess, and just leading around. That's actually already fun enough. I don't know why was that not enough for me right there in that particular sentence. One thing I noticed in my ages and ages of watching Minecraft Let's Plays, and you know that I watch a lot of them because I do the Hermitcraft recap, is that no one ever does anything fun with Stronghold. Best you get, absolute best you get, is when someone makes another an end portal room. And that's as far as it goes. You just get a room, and maybe it's decorated, maybe it's decorated in a fun manner, maybe it's not. Mostly it's not. Mostly it's just, hey guys, there's a portal, go into it, and then nobody does, because, well, not a lot of people actually have anything to do in the end nowadays. Oh, there it is. Yep, there it is. I was a naive fool to assume that people haven't raided it yet. In fact, I'm pretty sure somebody raided it right as we were first entering it. Oh well, I guess it's time for me to go up into the Nether Hub. Maybe, I don't know, communal donations or something like that will eventually help me build the library up. But for now, I'm pretty sure I have my 15... Thank you for that. 15, 15 lecterns. I'm pretty sure I can craft up 15 more written books. We'll just drop them off so people can start filling in their comment section books. And you know what? Like, very next episode, I'm just gonna make a reading your comments video. So you have to look forward to that. And I will be right back in the Nether. And so we got this general shape, like in a bit of a half circle around here. Maybe more even a parabola, and in 2 rows as you exit the Nether portal leading into the Nether. Yep! Too bad you never really will see it from that particular perspective. That really is the coolest one we got. Yeah. Of course, in this situation, you instantly will ask me, Zloy, there is not a 15. There's not 15 books in here. Why is there only 14 ones? And you will be entirely correct to ask that. Yeah, I only really made... Oh, there you go. I only really placed 14 bookshelves, not bookshelves, lecterns around here to kind of help me split them in the middle, so the overall passage will not be obstructed. It would be incredibly easy to just be really self-important and plop my own lectern in the middle, but I honestly do not want to do that, simply because, well, that's one thing I like about Nether hubs. They always need to be They need to be open, they need to first and foremost be convenient, and only then they have to serve a particular function, even visually. And on top of that, I don't know, it makes me feel special that I don't have my lectern in here. I will place it somewhere else in the world though, don't you worry. We will have my own one. It just really warms my heart that I will have mine in some sort of a secret entrance or whatever. Meanwhile, everybody else will have their ones in this general area, which I'm yet to clean up and yet to decorate, but that's some fuel for the upcoming videos. For now, everybody, thank you so much for watching. This has been SlackLizard, this has been Truly Bedrock, this has been the Hub project. To be continued. Have a good one. Bye bye.